Hey guys, this is Robbie A. Gray here, and I'm back with another update. Excuse me, just had a drink of soda. Um, Say it right. Um, I apologize for taking a long while to do an update. Well, it's not it hasn't been that long. I was hoping to do a sooner update. The only reason I didn't do one sooner was a couple things I got. I had a busy week. That and then just a second ago, my webcam was not actually working, and the webcam is built into the laptop. And I had to investigate all this crazy stuff, and I finally got it to work. So yay! And hopefully it'll stay that way. What was I gonna talk about? Update. So let's talk about the Dark Forest first. That's something we're gonna do. So for Dark Forest, the news that new picket skill thing is coming along pretty well. I was able to get what ACOD had provided me, and had um, was able to format it so that as a result it will in fact be in the game. Now I just need to figure out how to get it to work when that it'll show up during certain levels, and then just need to map out like what skills to unlock at these different levels, and voila, it'll be in the game. What else? Um, I noticed a lot of you guys had difficulty, and I've heard this from a lot of people, uh, with there's an infamous money glitch in the game, and we're still trying to figure out what that is. And there's a couple things we're gonna do. We're gonna try to talk to some scripters because that has something to do with the Requiem ADF script. That's where the problem's coming from. So we're gonna have to talk to the scripters and figure out what it is, and hopefully that will fix it. Hopefully there's someone that will be able to fix it anyway. But if that doesn't work, we may have to do another alternate battle system. And so there's one I might try. It's called Yag Dressel, something like that. I may try that out. I had no experience in it. I had experience in Requiem, which is the system that we were running, but it's like I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully, we can get everything to work out with Requiem, and we won't have to worry about that. But we've been having issues with that glitch. Another thing some you guys have been telling me about is like at the very beginning when Robert wakes up and has the phone call. Uh, so you have a hard time finding the phone. And so we're going to try to see if we get a cell phone actually integrated in the game. So instead of you just searching Robert's apartment trying to find out where the phone is, which is hanging on the wall, which is I know for some reason everybody was like, I can't find it, and they were looking on tables, and it's like to me, everywhere I've been, the majority of the time the phone's on the wall. So to me, it's like that was normal. So there's like kind of two solutions. Either we make it that it's put on a table, or we just give you a cell phone. And the cell phone might be kind of a cooler idea. So we're going to try that. But we'll see. And we have a script for that. Thanks. RPG Level was able to provide me with one of Rest His Soul. According to the VX.net, he passed away. His spirit still lives on at Whitefang Studios, and he still hosts people at Whitefang Studios, but unfortunately he has passed on, and his body has been replaced with the infamous Virus 9. And as a result of that, you guys will have some interesting confrontations and conflicts on the VX.net. But yeah, he was able to help me. His ghost was able to help me find the script for the phone because the original owner had apparently the link to it was out of date and would not work. And so the ghost of RPG Level was able to help me with that. So that's about it. Another thing for Whitefang Studios, an update is now for that is that now we're getting a new beta testing system, which means as a result, we will actually have it that in the future, members of Whitefang Studios can have their games beta tested by other honest and trustworthy, those who have been proven to be trustworthy, members of the forum who will function as beta testers, who will test our games basically and provide feedback. So that's going to be a huge bonus for those game, designers like me, for instance, who are like, hey, we need feedback, and people are like, just for some reason, I don't know what it is. It's like some of us, the lesser known people who design these games, seem to have lots of issues getting feedback, and so the fact from like people, and so this would actually help out a lot if we get that to work. So it's not gonna be for a while. So that's an update on that. And another update is for my Insandied series, which is like it's like I'm converting into a YouTube series. And so there's a couple of things I wanted to say. First off, I had originally been like talking about whether I would gimp the images or not. And if I was gonna like, because I was basically gonna read the story, read my different stories to you, and then have these drawings that I basically drew myself, and have them going on in the background with these stories. Um, and originally it's like I was contemplating the idea of doing with GIMP, and then I had this like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that because that means it would take longer for like the episodes, to come out and stuff like that. And so I had a couple different opinions on the forum. One guy said, if they're willing to wait for your video, you should, they should be willing to wait for you to do the best that you can. And then I actually tried it out. I actually tried editing some images again, and I loved it. So I was like, it's a little bit more effort, but I actually enjoy it. So it's like, if I enjoy doing this task, why not put all my effort into it? And so the images that will be shown on in the show, on the show, basically will be images drawn by me and then edited in GIMP by me. And the cool thing is that it actually doesn't take that long to edit the images in GIMP. It takes a lot longer to draw the images than it does to edit the images. So that's a plus. The other issue we have. What issue was I talking about? Oh, one thing I was going to mention is like I'm going to try to get some more stories out before I even get started on that though. A good season 1, according to what I've seen as a standard for like anime, is that, and this is not an anime by any means, by the way, but according to that, generally in anime a season is somewhere between a good season is somewhere between 12 to 13 episodes. And so we're going to aim at the very least to have 12 episodes set up before we even start releasing them. We want to get a good season in. I have 6 stories out, which means we're basically about halfway there, at least according to my DeviantArt page. And I have like a 7th that I'm almost done with. I'm making sure everything's good. I'm like making sure my T's are crossed and my I's are checked, making sure everything's just hunky dory. Haven't done any. Some of you guys might be wondering, like, how much have you really done? Like, I'm mostly just doing story, making sure the stories are good, checking out the artwork, working on the artwork, editing some of the artwork in GIMP, trying to get an intro started. I haven't recorded myself reading anything, so that should tell you. Things are going to be interesting, considering the fact that basically I only have like another week or two, and then I'm going back to classes, so it's kind of like, we'll see how it goes. It may take even longer to put them out, and I'm not going to like put an episode and then have you wait a bunch of months, basically a large amount of time just so I can, just so you have to wait. What I may do is I've been doing this idea that I'd release an episode once a week. What it might be better to do, and I think, and you guys can state your opinion. What I'm thinking of do, because I was already planning on doing it to like, I would release the episode, then release the artwork the week after after I do the episode on my DeviantArt page. One thing I was thinking is like, it might be better just to release an episode every 2 weeks. So it's like, release a video 1 week, next week release the art for it, and the week release the following episode. That might be a good idea, because then it means it spreads out more, still kind of scheduled, and it means that I don't have to, it would mean I wouldn't have to worry so much. It would make it easier for me because then it'd be like, okay, I can release the episode 1 week. The next week it'd be like, okay, this is the week, release the art. Then for that, come up the next, the following week, do another episode. Week after that, release the art that was featured in that episode, and then that would work. And it would still be a good, decent amount of time. It wouldn't, it'd definitely be better than making you guys, working on an episode, releasing it, then things getting in the way, and then releasing a bunch of episodes, like releasing another episode 3 months later. It's definitely better than that, obviously. I can't say when I'll get that series done. Basically, like I said, I want to try to at least get some more stories done first. And like I said, I'm almost done with one of them. There's a couple other stories that I started, and like I said, I want to get somewhere between 12 and 13 episodes for the first season. I may do more, and that might, we'll really see. You guys may end up saying, we don't mind waiting longer. Try to get another number, like maybe, I'm saying 12, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to do 13, just because that I think is a very good, very average in a way, number for season B. You guys might go like, hey, we want 15. We want 15. We're willing to wait long enough to make, write 15 stories. In which case, I'd be like, hey, if you guys want to wait long enough, you guys have enough faith in me that you're willing to do that? Fine, I'll do that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just this week, I did some work around the house, some work on my different projects, like I just did. Today I basically had my Christmas present. My Christmas present was basically hanging out with my friends and doing airsoft. So I did that a little while ago. I actually did that before I did this video, and before I attempted to do this video, found out my webcam wasn't working. That was great. I saw Hans, and he was doing good. He came back from I think it's called, no, it's not Remington. Maybe it is. I don't know. Someplace by Seattle. He is doing DigiPen. So if you just look up DigiPen, I'm sure you'll find out where he is. But so he's been there, and so he came back. They let him come back for Christmas, so he's gonna be hanging around a bit. I may try to see if I can get a video done with me with him before he goes back, and before my classes start again. And yeah, maybe try to see if he can do a video featuring me and basically advertising me over on his channel. That would be really nice. I mean, I already advertised his channel. He might as well, and I wouldn't jeopardize our friendship if he didn't. I'm just saying, that'd be really cool if he did. So yeah, that's all. So thank you all for watching and basically listening to me banter about all this cool stuff that's been going on. And yeah. So this is Robbie A. Gray signing off, and I hope you have a good week.